So today we are discussing about gear. What is the definition of gear? Gear are mechanical components that transmit rotation and power from one shaft to another. If each shaft possesses appropriately shaped projection, matlab teeth, equally spaced around its circumference, such that as it rotates, the successive tooth goes into the space between the teeth of the other shaft. Means what is look, this is a gear and is a transmit rotation and power from one shaft to another. This is the driving gear, which is 11 teeth, and this is the driven gear, which is 12 teeth. If this is the driving gear, so if this is the driven, so the speed will reduce and the torque will high, because we know that torque inversely proportional to the speed. This is the ideal gear. Ideal gear can change the direction of rotation, the output shaft. This is the ideal gear actually. These are two gear and the middle one is the ideal gear. These are some different types of gears. The spur gear, helical gear, double helical gear, herringbone, crossed helical gears and ohm gear. Spur gear. A spur gear is the most common type of gear. They have straight teeth. They are mounted on the parallel shaft. It's a very important thing. The spur gear have straight teeth and they are mounted on the parallel shaft. And there is something disadvantage. This will be just determinator, dangerous, and excessive sound. And the spur gear make the excessive sound, and when they are applied for high speed, and so there are for the moderate speed actually. We are using it for moderate speed. This is spur gear. You can see the teeth is straight, so the sound is excessive. The spur gear some application: electric screwdriver, washing machine, and cloth gear. We are using the spur gear. There's another type of gear is helical gear. Their teeth are cut an angle so that when the teeth helical gear engage, the contact starts at one end of the teeth and it will gradually spread as the gear rotate up to when the two teeth will be engaged fully. So we can say that there will be a gradual engagement. There will be less impact on teeth. There will be less noise if we compare with spur gear. This gear have higher load carrying capacity and we can use it for higher. So helical gear can be used in our cars. This is a helical gear. You can say that there is an angle of the teeth. So we have the less noise. This is the double hell gear, herringbone. Actually, it's a modern gear and it is something edited from the helical gear. It's called double helical gear. The double helical gears incorporates two opposite oriented helical gear of the some helix angle together, such as that two opposing thrust forces annihilate one another. The two opposing thrust forces it is reduces, and we are using this type of gear at our racing car. Bevel gear. Bevel gears are mostly mounted for a shaft having 90-degree angle between them, but can be designed when the shaft will be at angle. This gear is useful when shafts are operating at angle, means when the power transmitted at the operating angle. Okay, so how it is look? This is the type of this kind of thing. This is a 90-degree angle shaft. We are using the bevel gear. The angle is 90 degree, and It's power transmitted at an operating angle. This is not a parallel shaft. This is kind of a angle here. So we are using it like bevel gear, and it is also used in mechanism of hand drill. Ohm gear. They come as a ohm and ohm wheel. Ohms acts as a driver. It has a very high spiral angle and driven will be a ohm wheel. We cannot make a ohm wheel driver. It will increase normal reaction, which will increase the friction. It will increase the friction. So, so the speed will very low. We are actually using this type of gear because of speed reduction. So it will provide high torques. We know torque is force into radius. So, and as I said earlier, that torque inversely proportional to the speed. So ohm gear increase the friction, and so we are using this kind of gear for speed reduction. Automatically, it will provide our high torque. This is a type of ohm gear actually. This is a rack and pinion gear. It's another type of gear. The rack and pinion gear is it is actually a linear rotational motion into linear motion. This is the pinion. It will give our rotational motion, and this is our rack. It will give the linear motion. How it is used? This is a view in front of the car. You can see this is a steering, and it will give our rotational motion to the pinion. Okay, and this is the rack, and it will give our linear motion. So the wheel is moving from the steering. At here we are using the rack and pinion. This is the rack and this is the pinion. As we say, rack and pinion steering system. Rack and pinion steering uses a gear set to convert the circular motion, matlab rotation motion, to the steering wheel into the linear motion. This is a very important thing. We are using this rack and pinion because of rotational motion to linear motion, converting. So we are converting circular motion to linear motion required to the turn the wheel. The pinion gear is attached to the steering shaft. This pinion gear is attached with the steering shaft, so that when the steering wheel is turned, the gear spins and the moving the rack. And when the moving the rack, then the wheel automatically turn. Thank you.